The rain hadn't let up since I left my office. It hammered against the pressed-wood gates, a relentless rhythm mirroring the throbbing in my ribs. Lila Monroe stood in the doorway, a silhouette against the opulent light of her foyer. "Come in, Mr. Harding," she said, her voice like polished ice. I winced as I stepped inside, the pain a constant reminder of Bruno's parting gift. He'd been a mountain of a man, and I'd landed a few blows, but he's left me bruised and shaken. "Mrs. Monroe," I acknowledged, my voice raspy. "You wanted to see me?" "Yes," she replied, gliding past me with an unsettling grace. "I had some clarifications regarding Arthur's disappearance." I followed her into the living room, a sprawling space filled with expensive furniture and unsettling stillness. Mrs. Hawthorne, the housekeeper, hovered in the background, her eyes darting nervously between Lila and me. "I'm not comfortable discussing this with you, Mr. Harding," she muttered, retreating further into the shadows. "Mrs. Hawthorne's loyalty lies with this family, Mr. Harding," Lila said, her gaze unwavering. "She won't be of assistance. I've been doing some digging, Mrs. Monroe. Your husband was involved in more than just importing Egyptian antiquities." I kept my voice neutral, letting the words hang in the air. "He was smuggling them." Lila's expression didn't flicker. "He had a passion for history, Mr. Harding, a collector's eye. He was working for the collector." I pushed further, watching for a reaction. "Buying stolen artifacts. Statuette, mostly." Her composure remained a glacial mask. "The collector is a patron of the arts, a benefactor. He's a fence, Mrs. Monroe, and Arthur was his middleman. He owes him money." I let that sink in, the unspoken accusation thick between us. Lila finally broke her silence, her voice a low murmur. "Arthur was a good man. He sought justice. Justice for those who had been wronged." "Justice? Why stealing and selling ancient relics?" I scoffed. "That's a warped sense of morality, Mrs. Monroe. Arthur believed the artifacts belonged to the people, not to museums or wealthy collectors. He was returning them to their rightful place one way or another. He was profiting from it, Lila." The name felt strange on my tongue. It was the first time I'd used it. She looked at me then, a flicker of something unreadable in her eyes. "He thought he was making a difference. He believed the collector was using the money for other purposes. Humanitarian efforts, he called them." "And you believed him?" I pressed. She hesitated, a ghost of a smile playing on her lips. I wanted to. Then she turned towards the window, gazing out at the rain-soaked lawn. "He was going to expose the collector, reveal his true nature, but the collector, he doesn't take kindly to exposure." "So, the collector made Arthur disappear." "He didn't vanish willingly, Mr. Harding." Her voice was almost a whisper. "He was silenced." I studied her, trying to discern the truth from the carefully constructed facade. "And you, Mrs. Monroe, what's your role in all this?" She turned back, her eyes suddenly cold. "I helped him. I facilitated his plans. I ensured his justice was served." "And Bruno?" I asked, referring to the hulking enforcer who's attacked me. "Bruno was a complication," she said simply. "An obstacle to be removed." A wave of nausea washed over me. "She's cold, calculating, and utterly ruthless. You killed him, didn't you?" She didn't deny it. Instead, a strange, almost serene look settled on her face. "Justice doesn't always come quietly, Mr. Harding. Sometimes it requires a firm hand." I reached for my whiskey flask, needing something to numb the shock. "You're a dangerous woman, Lila Monroe." Perhaps she conceded. "But so are you, Mr. Harding. You're digging into something you don't understand, something that could consume you." "And the collector, where is he now?" She smiled, a predatory gleam in her eyes. "He's watching, always watching. He knows you're getting close, Mr. Harding, and he's not pleased." I finished my whiskey, the burning liquid a fleeting distraction from the chilling reality of her words. "You're playing a dangerous game, Lila, and you're going to lose." She laughed, a sound that echoed through the opulent room. "We're all playing a dangerous game, Mr. Harding. The difference is, I know the rules." I stood up, my legs stiff from the pain. "I need to leave." "Of course," she said, her voice smooth as silk. "But be warned, Mr. Harding. The truth has a way of finding its own path, and sometimes it leads to places you're not prepared to go." I walked towards the door, the rain still hammering against the crestwood gates. As I stepped outside, I noticed something lying on the patio table. It was a photograph of Arthur Monroe, the same one I'd seen in her study. But on the back, scrawled in elegant handwriting, was a single, cryptic phrase not hers. I stared at the words, a knot of unease tightening in my stomach. Who's hers? And what did it mean? The rain continued to fall, washing away the questions but leaving the feeling of impending doom firmly in place. I had a feeling this case was about to get a lot more complicated.